Hello everyone, so I was finally able to attend a screening of Violent Nights. This movie is about an hour and 50 minutes long, you'll catch it in theaters now, and it is a very hilarious Christmas movie that stars David Harbour as a Santa Claus basically taking out a group of mercenaries on Christmas nights. So of course this is directed by Tommy Wirkola, and again too, you have David Harbour as Santa Claus. So without further ado, let me get into my review for Violent Nights. So once again, when a group of mercenaries attack an estate of a very wealthy family, Santa Claus must step in to save the day and Christmas. So at the beginning of the movie, you see a very distraught and uninspired and just tired Santa Claus who feels like the meaning of Christmas has been so lost on people in this day and age where a lot of it just has to do with greed and just wanting to expose oneself to capitalism culture, and Christmas just doesn't feel the same. He doesn't care about Christmas anymore and he just wants to get home, do his job, basically deliver to the only people who believe, but a lot of the times it's just the presents that he is delivering to people just feel so uninspired and greedy, and yeah, he's just tired, and that all changes when he finds himself in the middle of a hostage situation of a very wealthy family, but a daughter of that family who cares very much about Santa, wants love and everything for her family, and this re-inspires of course him to take on the role of Santa Claus while taking out this group of very bad people, bad mercenaries who are all on his naughty list. So again, too, when I saw the trailers for this and heard the premise of it, I thought it was just absolutely wild, hilarious, dumb, all these things. And I was 100% in to go see it, so I was finally able to do so. And yeah, I do want to say that this definitely did not disappoint. It's exactly what I wanted it to be in so many ways, and a lot more violence than I thought it was going to be too. But I had a ton of fun with this movie, and even though like the premise of it is so goofy, I absolutely loved it, and it ended up being one of the best Christmas movies I've seen in a long time. Definitely the best way to describe this is the love childs between Home Alone and Die Hard. You take the best bits of those movies, combine them into one, and you get Violent Nights. Really, there's even a really fun Home Alone sequence and a bunch of references to Home Alone and even Die Hard 2 that they mention within this, just as little tropes. This movie knows exactly what it is, and it sticks to that and absolutely nails the lining in a lot of ways. Dave Harbour plays an absolutely great Santa in a lot of ways. Of course, it's a little tough to get into his character at first because I found a lot of the jokes and whatnot involving his bodily fluids and things like that were just a little over the top and not really my style of humor. But there were a lot of really funny one-liners that they were able to do in this that range from the really cheesy, like "you better watch out" to like catchphrases and things like that. But just really great use of Christmas, and again too, just all the perks that come with being Santa and how that'll help him during his combats. There's a lot of really fun things where he's able to people throw punches at him, and to stop it, he opens up his Christmas bag and you see it just disappears within the magic of his Christmas bag. And there's just a lot of fun things like that I really like how they incorporated the lore and the mystery of Santa within to his character. And a lot of times too, he just says like, I don't even know how this stuff works. It's just Christmas magic. It just works the way it does. I don't question it. I just go along with it. And there's a fun little, almost like Norse backgrounds that they give to his character that I found was very interesting. I feel like they could explore it maybe potential future movies, which it does kind of leave it open for in the end, since I would be down for sequels to this because I just found it so funny and so hilarious. Of course, you're gonna have your really tropey and uninspired side characters and your generic bad guys who are just kind of there to die by the hands of Santa in this very fun movie, but it worked in a lot of ways. I didn't dislike any of the characters. I didn't feel like they were overused or underused in a lot of ways. They all had their time, had their purpose, and so again, too, this movie just ended in ways that made me feel very satisfied with the end product. Holy crap, some of the kills are absolutely bloody and brutal, and they just, again, to make great use of Christmas props and things like that. So there is one kill in this that involves a chimney that was just absolutely bloody disgusting, and I loved it so much. It was basically if Santa Claus ever gets a Mortal Kombat fatality is the best thing I could describe that kill as. But there's a lot of really, really funny ones, a lot of absolutely brutal ones. Actually, very well done choreography when it comes to the fight scenes and filmed in a way where you can actually see everything. The lighting's great, things like that. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this movie. It surprised me in a lot of ways. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be in a lot of ways, and I'm so glad for that. And again, too, this truly is one of the best Christmas films I have seen in a long time. From again, too, just being something different in terms of the Christmas genre, but having those tropes of just family reconnecting, finding the meaning of Christmas, finding again to a better self through Christmas, through of course Santa goes through that. So a lot of the side characters go through that. I really, really enjoyed how they're able to put this movie together, and really with everything taken together, I'm gonna have to give Violent Nights a 7 out of 10. Highly recommend it too. Again, too, if you liked Home Alone, if you like Die Hard, you'll love this movie in a lot of its ways. It's so goofy. You definitely got to turn your brain off a little bit and just go there for the fun, crazy, over the topness that this movie has to offer. But it's something just again too, it knew exactly what it was trying to be and just delivered upon it perfectly. So if you've seen Violent Night, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. And of course, if you liked this review, definitely give it a thumbs up. And you can check out everything we do on this channel. I'm gonna link some playlists up top here for convenience sake. Thank you for subscribing and turn that little ring around so you don't know when I upload new videos. And if you want to check out the description of this video on my channel bio, there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord, where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So if you join that amazing community, I'll make it even more amazing than it's already. And yeah, just awesome, guys.
Sky blue eyes, I see a world behind them. No more time sinking into the side.